Hey y'all, it's Alexis from Persia Lou. I'm back today with my girl Colleen from Lemon Thistle, and we're doing another little Cricut versus Silhouette challenge. Today we are talking all about fonts. Now, if you've been curious about how fonts work with either Silhouette or Cricut, then this is the video series for you. I'm Team Silhouette, and I'm going to be talking all about how to use fonts with your Silhouette. If you're a Cricut user, then find the link below for Colleen's video, and she's going to be walking you through the steps for using fonts with Cricut Design Space. Today though, here we're talking about Silhouette Studio and how you can use fonts. You can really use any font you have installed on your computer with your Silhouette. Some will work better than others. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But first, let me just show you how you actually access your fonts in the software. First of all, you can buy fonts from the Silhouette Design Store. So to do that, you can just click here, Store, it'll open up your browser, and then right here you'll see fonts, and here are some of the fonts that are available that you can purchase that will work great with your Silhouette Studio software. Now, you do not have to buy your fonts through the store, but if you're looking for fonts that will work well, this is an easy place to find them. You can see here in your library, there's all of your files, and then here are fonts. These are some of the fonts that I've purchased from the design store. I like especially to get sketch fonts from the design store. Sketch fonts are great for using with sketch pens because they are single line fonts. But anyway, let's go back here to our design window so we can talk about using our own fonts that we've purchased or downloaded or that came with our computer or whatever, wherever you get your fonts. So first I'm just going to type, let's do the word love, that's always fun. And you can see here it just uses my default, which is Lucida Grande. If I go here to the text style window, I can see all of the fonts that are installed on my computer already. I can see it gives you kind of a little preview of what the font looks like. Here's some dingbat fonts, we've got script fonts, fancy fonts. If I highlight this, then I can switch it to the other fonts easily, whatever font I like. Now I'm going to click off of that, and then just to make it, drag it to make it bigger, just to make it easier to see. And once I've clicked out of the text edit window, if I just click on this again, I'm not able to get in there and edit the text. It's treating it like it's a shape instead of editable text. So if I want to edit the text, what I need to do is simply double click, and then I can get back in there to edit the text. You can also right click and then find edit text. Either way works. Double click is a little easier. I can also play around in here with the character spacing. I can make the letters closer together. If I have two lines, I select all of it. I just hit Control A or Command A to select all. Then I can change it so it's centered. I'll make a little more space between the letters maybe. I can adjust the line spacing to give me more or less space between the lines. Let's talk a little bit about fonts. So you can see this font has lots, and this is not one of my favorite fonts, but just one I happen to click on. You can see it has all these little divots and crinkles. This is gonna make it a little bit difficult to cut. So this is not a font that I would recommend using with your Silhouette. Again, any kind of vintage style fonts, or here's another one. See, it has, if we zoom in, you can see the Silhouette is going to try to cut all of those little tiny pieces. So this is a font that might print really well, but it's not great for cutting. Another thing I wanted to talk about really quick is script fonts. What makes script fonts unique is that all of the letters connect to one another. And when you are working with your Silhouette and you're going to be cutting your design out of paper or vinyl, whatever you're cutting it out of, it's important that you do a couple extra steps to make sure you get the cuts that you want. So you'll see right here, I've got this design in a script font, and the letters are overlapping, which is good. That's what we want it to do. But if I sent this to cut right now, let's see what it looks like. You can see my L is cutting separately from my O, is cutting separately from my V, and so I'm going to get a bunch of little individual letters, and there's going to be a little hole right here where they overlap. So to fix that, before sending it to cut, I need to make this one piece, one word that's going to cut together instead of cutting as individual letters. It's really easy to do. All I need to do is click on the word, and then I'm going to go right here to the modify panel. It looks like a rectangle with a circle overlapping it, and I'm going to simply click weld, and that's going to join the letters together. See that? And that's it. Now if I go to the send panel, you can see I have 2 words instead of a bunch of little letters. That's an important step to remember when you're working with script fonts, to weld those letters together before cutting. Another common thing that people want to be able to do is to put text on a curved line or on an arc or a circle. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's really simple. First, just come over here and grab a circle. This is the ellipse tool. If you want it to be a perfect circle, then hold down the Shift key while you drag it out. Then all you need to do is make this a little smaller. Double click to get into text edit mode again. And when you do that, you'll notice that there's this little 4-sided arrow here. You grab on that and then drag the text down to the line, and it will snap to the line just like that. And that's it. At this point, you can adjust this bar right here to push the text further off the line or down into it, wherever you want it to be positioned. You can still, at this point, I just hit Command or Control A to select all of it. You can adjust the character spacing here, still just like you did before. You can slide it along the curve to whatever part of the object you want. You can see our circle here is turned gray, so that is no longer going to cut. If I go to the cut window, that's not there anymore. It's just the curved text, because this has become a path now instead of a shape. I can also put the text onto a line. So I'm going to come up here to the line tool, and I'm going to choose this one, which does a curved shape. And you just drag points, click to drag and create a curved line. And then I'm going to hit V to switch back to my select tool. So now I have this line. And let's change this to say, and now I'm going to double click again to get into edit text, grab my little handle here and just drag it onto my curved line. I can also still, while I'm in here, I'm like, maybe I think this curve is too high. Get in here and I can adjust those points easily while the text is on there and kind of see how that changes the look of the text. You can use this same technique to get text to go along the line of any shape, not just shapes that you've created in the Silhouette Studio software. I have a couple examples. This first example is a banner that I have downloaded from the Silhouette Design Store, and I'm going to move this text so that it follows the curve inside the banner. And again, all I need to do is double click to get into edit text, grab the handle, and then drag it in. It might, when there's a lot of different paths here, it might take a minute for it to find the right one, so just kind of move it around until you get where you want it to be. And then I'm going to move it up so it's not right on that line. It's kind of more in the middle of the banner. And that's it. I'll show you another example. This is a banana design that I got from the Silhouette Studio Store. So just to show you, it doesn't just have to be like in a banner, or it could be along any shape. I'm gonna put this just right here on the edge of my bananas. Can move it up more or less. Kind of like it like that. And that's it. I have this cute little Go Bananas design. I wanted to show you a newish feature that's available if you have the designer edition of the software or higher, and that is the ability to access glyphs in the software. So if you click right here on this tab, you will see all of the glyphs for the font come up. If you aren't familiar with the term glyphs, certain fonts come with alternate styles for letters or extra, accented letters, symbols, things like that. that you might need a special design software to access, but you can access and change the glyphs right here in the software. So you can adjust the size of the icons here at the bottom. This tells you what font you're looking at, and then these are all of the different glyphs that are available. And you can scroll through and you can see, it has different accents and things like that and variations. So for instance, let's change this capital L. Look, there's an alternate here with the longer, so I'm just gonna click that after I had it highlighted, and it switches it out. So I can play around with some of the style and the look of my text, which is a lot of fun. I like this Y, that's fun. You can use all of these techniques to create beautiful custom designs using fonts in your Silhouette Studio software. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Until next time, happy making. Bye.